So these things were not supposed to come in till like, I don't know, somewhere between May 29th and June 12th or something, because they were coming all the way from Japan, and they came in like, today's the 19th, they came in like yesterday, I think. So really early. But I have ideas for these. I don't know how obvious these ideas are, but my friend Stone suggested doing this one first. So this is probably going to be a slightly more complicated redesign, what is he called? I don't know, but it's Qposket brand, so we're just gonna get started. I say like it didn't take me like 2 months to get it done, but to be fair, I kind of had, well, I mean, these are big projects, so, you know, it was kind of a lot of the busyness and stuff, so I kind of had to like work on it while keeping up with my other videos so that I wasn't behind. And you know, at this point, at the time of recording, I should say, I'm definitely ahead on that. But I got them done, so I got other big projects, but I don't know if I'm going to do big projects right away. Like, it's satisfying to see these completed, but they are a lot of work, especially this part where I was taking my kniffy and just trying to, like, smooth out, cut down and smooth out extra, what the heck is this? Plastic, whatever, vinyl, whatever these are made of, that I didn't want as part of the design. Also, I will say that these characters are from Blue Lock. This one is Chigiri, and the purple-haired one is Rio, and I gotta say, I loved them as it was. And honestly, if I had, like, cheap ones, I would keep a cheap version of the original. Like, if I found them cheap, I would keep one of each of the original, just because I do like the designs and I love that hair color, but I have to make it my own. And look at me taking clay out. What is this world? Yeah, I know clay would be useful in a lot of ways for making things how I want, but I'm just not very coordinated, okay? Okay. I mean, I would like to be. I would like to get better at doing at least simple clay-y things, but I just don't take it out enough to practice. And if I was doing this full time, I'd probably be able to, but as it is, I can't do this full time, and my art desk, my painting table, has been needing a severe clean for months. And I just keep piling projects on it and not getting them done, so I have not been able to give this desk the scrub down it so needs. But yeah, so I did discover there's like the little like braided section on the side of the hair, which I was like, ooh, I like this. I like it a lot. Somehow I failed to realize it was there till I was getting into it. So I was like, I kind of like the idea of adding a braid to this, and tried as I might. I tried with like this ropey, I don't want to call it ribbon because it's not really ribbon, but like this ropey thingy. I tried it with clay and just nothing seemed to be working out for me, so I dropped it. Also, yeah, see that purple? Yeah, guess where that came from. We'll see the purple one next time. I mean, we see it right there. Like I said, I just didn't have a ton of room, and it's not like it's spoiling anything. Also, I kind of accidentally managed to delete some of the purple one's footage. Great. I don't really know. I was careful when I was, like, exporting and cleaning out. I tried to be really careful. And see, here, I think I deleted a lot of the base coloring as well. So that really sucks. But I mean, it's base coloring. Is it that exciting? Probably not. But did you want to see it? Probably so, just to say we seen it. I'm sorry. Like, my phones only have so much space. And I do try and be careful not to delete the things that I don't need to delete, but I clearly end up deleting them anyway, like a ding-a-ling. That's what I'm good for. Also, I think I overdid it on the hair. Like, this is like the perfect shade of gray for his hair. And then came the, I should really try and make it pop. And I don't want to say it was a mistake, because the idea was good. It just, I feel like it ended up way too dark overall, but not like it's so bad that I needed to, like, repaint and redo it. partially because I didn't want to take the time to actually do all that for a second time. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I think the hair just ended up really dark. Like, a lot darker than what I would have wanted even with the shading. Clearly I'm still not good at the painting of things with the shading and the blending and the whoop-a-doos. So, there you have it. Although I'm very impressed with myself for not knocking the ears off. I might have knocked one off, I think, one time, and I might have glued it down. But, yeah. I know they could have came out better, but they definitely could have came out worse. Like, this is a good enough I can be satisfied with when it comes to those ears, so go me. And, I mean, pink is a simple enough color. I think the inner ears look weird. I painted the inner ears much later on, but I do think it looks weird, but I thought it might be weird if I added fluff inside. Maybe it would have looked better. I don't know. I didn't really know, but I was also probably getting tired when I was finally getting back to this and getting the last stretch of work done on it, and I might have just wanted it to be done. Some projects are like that. If you know, you know. I mean, I'm sure most artists out there kind of get that. I seen a post, something one of my friends posted today about when is a painting finished? And one option was when you don't feel like working on it anymore, and another option was, is it ever really done? And there was two other options. It was set up like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game question thingy. And yeah, those two were my answers. It's either one or the other. I'm not sure there's an in-between. Is anyone else like that? Does anyone else ever feel like your project is never done, or you get so tired you call it done because you just want to call it done and move on? Is that just a me thing? I'm sure it's not just a me thing. I'm sure there are other people. But is it a common thing? Like, is that common amongst my peeps? You can let me know in my comments down below. That'd be cool. I wouldn't be against that. I like having people to talk to. Maybe more so online sometimes. Not that I mind talking in person, it's just when it's online, I can be like, I don't feel like responding right now. I'll come back in a couple hours or in a day or so. When it's in person, you're like, you kind of have to respond. Not that I always do. Sometimes I'm just quiet because I just really don't feel like talking, but we're sidetracked. Yeah, so this part, big old pain in the booty. I mean, you can see, it's obvious why. And did I mess it up? Oh, yes, I did. Could it have been worse? Oh, yes, it definitely could have been worse. Do I still like this design? Yes. Do I think I should have used a slightly different pink for the top? Yes. I don't know, like, I like it on, like, the armband glove thingy and the leg thingy. Wow, words are happening. I think it looks fine there, but I don't know, something about it feels off on the shirt, like it's just maybe a smidge on the too bright side. Not that I ever fixed it. It was a problem the whole time, but I'm just saying, I'm saying for shayin'. Oh man, I never connected those dots together. And then here I go wasting time, like trying to do a little bit of shading of the skin. Why? I don't know. I was like, this will make it look nice. It's probably hardly noticeable. And I mean, there's going to be natural lighting on here anyway, just because it is a 3D object. And I could say the same thing with the hair, and I think I did earlier. Where, it does feel like a bit of a waste, but it makes the shading, or the shading just a little bit more dramatic than leaving it to just regular lighting. Because some of the details you'd miss anyways, I guess. So there's that. I don't know, it's a thing that I did, okay? Okay. I mean, the red, when I shaded the red, that was absolutely necessary, but also an absolute mess. I don't know why the red shading is always so hard. Like, I try and dilute it down with water and really thin it out, but it still ends up really thick, and then I have water lines that I have to go over to try and I probably should be maybe watering it down to, thinning it down and then using the skin to go back and forth for a better blend, but it is what it is. I do what I do. Okay. And the eyes were a struggle, again, probably for obvious reasons, but I had to keep moving it to try and be able to just see around the hair. And I mean, could the eyes have been better? Always. I think that is always the case with me. Just assume that is always the thing. But are these also some of the best eyes that I've done on a figure yet? Knowing that I've done like, what, two? Yeah, two? Yeah, these are probably my best eyes so far. And these ones aren't so bad. The other one turned out a little wonky, I think. I don't know, just something off of that one. Also, this I got on... I waited long enough that I got it on like a second markdown at Hobby Lobby, so I only paid like 89 cents a bottle. But it's this 3D jelly paint stuff. Yeah, it's Love Color 3D Jelly Drop. Something paint. Whatever. So, yeah, I will say that the strawberry drop paint does not taste like strawberry. And I know that because I didn't think when I was trying to open it and I was using my teeth and it went in my mouth and it was not tasty. So don't use your teeth. Get like a knife or some scissors and poke into there. It's just so much better and it'll save you from disgust. But I could have done more shading in the eyes, but again, at this point I was getting tired and I just didn't feel like trying to put the effort in. Oh, yeah, and then this part, to go that 3 million pounds of extra wool, and I don't think you see me the moment I stab myself, but I stabbed myself, and you could clearly see the entry and exit wound on my thumb. Like, I still, like, a few days later, have the mark on my thumb from where that needle went through. Yeah, that was fun. I just, like, licked my wound and kept going. I didn't want to be slowed down. And we're back to the E6000 and the ribbon again, and, you know, this ribbon is really big for this doll. Like, proportionately, it just doesn't work. But at the same time, it's what I had, okay? I don't know, I'm saying okay a lot like that. It's just coming out. Sometimes, you know, I just usually don't plan what's coming out of my mouth. I just let what comes out of my mouth, and that way we can both be surprised. It's more fun that way. But anyway, back to the E6000 and the ribbon, and I know, like, in the drawing, there was, like, a couple layers of ruffles on each spot, but I just thought it would be too much, so I just did, like, one layer of ruffle each spot. Except for the hip one, I did do the two, and again, I hope it doesn't look too skirt-like, because it's not really meant to be, like, a half skirt. It's just supposed to be, like, a little hip ruffle for a little extra decoration. It's circus theme. It's supposed to be fun and exciting. I don't know, I thought it was. You can tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but you probably won't change my mind and I'm still gonna like it. I'm just gonna be bluntly honest. Oh, and of course, I painted the platform. Actually, originally I painted it a grade lavender, and it was pretty. I liked it, but I couldn't get the light pink out of my head. I'm like, I think it's just gonna look so much better. So, yes, I wasted the time doing a lot of extra coats with the light pink, and then I put some sparkly paint on top, not that it's super visible, and then I took some sparkly paint, some purple paint. I did pink, sparkly, glittered paint stuff on the platform, and then I took some purple, sparkly paint stuff, and I just dabbed it on his cheeks a little bit. Then I went back to the pink, and I just added a little tiny bit in his hair, like on one section. I don't know if that shows up on the camera, but I did do it. Anyway, let me know if you love it or hate it, what you did on different, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, what you would have done if you had this particular Qposket figure. I do like it for the most part. It's a little derpy, but it is what it is when you're going with a different style than what you draw in thingy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. But until next time, bye-bye!